But, okay folks, section 12.4, the discriminant. You need to know what this is. The discriminant is that. It's the stuff that's underneath the radical sign in the quadratic formula. So it's b squared minus 4ac. Okay? We're going to use that to give us some information. All right? If we plug in a, b, and c, and we simplify it, and the number that we get is a positive number, square root 1,000,000, square root 2, square root 4. If it's positive, that means that we have two solutions. Two solutions. If we graph what's called the related equation, right? It's the quadratic, but instead of having 0, it has y. Right? We graph the equation. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. It's going to hit the x-axis twice. We'll talk about that in just a second. So, if it's positive, two solutions to the equations, two x-intercepts when we graph it. Okay? If we simplify the discriminant and it turns out to be 0, then there's only one solution. And it hits the x-axis just one time. You guys know this stuff. If the stuff under the radical is negative, how many solutions? 0 real solutions, right? Because we can't take the square root of a negative and get a real number. 0 solutions, 0 x-intercepts. Okay? Clear so far? Is that okay? Man, you guys are so much better off than the first class today. Those poor guys, yeah. Okay? Now, example number 1 says, write the value of the discriminant of each equation. Well, we're just going to work with this one. Then use that value to decide how many different real number roots. Roots means solutions. Same word. I mean synonym. Solutions, and it also means x-intercepts. The x-intercepts are the solutions to the equation. Another word for solutions is roots, because that's where it hits the x, or the ground. Okay? All right? Do not solve. It's not asking you what are the solutions. It's just saying how many of them are there. Okay? Now, let me scoot down a bit so we have some room. The discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. A is equal to negative 4. B is equal to positive 3. C is equal to negative 2. Plug it in. B squared minus 4ac. 3, negative 4, negative 2. I don't know. Let's see. 9 minus minus minus. That's negative 32. Right? 9 minus 32 is negative 23. Max, how many solutions, how many real number solutions does this equation have? It has no solutions. Okay? Now, I want to take this a little farther. We know that this equation has no solutions. There's no value for Q that will make this stuff equal 0. Just won't work. Okay. If I turned the 0 into y, we could plot some points and graph this quadratic. Okay? Now, when I graph this quadratic, I want you to think back. I want you to think back to when we were graphing quadratics. Okay? You know that quadratics make a parabola. Looking at this equation, does this parabola turn up or does it turn down? Don't look at the picture. I just drew that up there, okay? Let me tilt it to the side. Good. Does this thing open up or does it open down? Somebody, dang.
Opens down.
It opens down because A is negative. So this thing actually looks like that. Let me ask you this, though. How many times does it hit the x-axis? Tucker?
None.
It's not supposed to hit it any time because we had no solutions. So I need to put it down here, right? So it'll never hit the x-axis. Let me ask you this. Where is the vertex? Is it below or above or on the x-axis? Tucker?
Below.
Below. We're going to have some questions like that.